So, what does it really mean? If you had a dream about water last night, let's find out. Hi, this is Harold and welcome to the Sanctum. The Sanctum is a channel dedicated to exploring the ancient teachings of the East and West. If you're new to this channel, please remember to click the subscribe button and the bell icon. Please like this video and please share this video. And in this particular video, we shall be talking about water as a dream symbol. And what does it mean if you had a dream where you were interacting with water in some way, or if there was water in your dream environment? So let's take a look. Water, one of those essential parts to life, one of those essential aspects that we need to survive as human beings. This body is 72% water. However, everyone at some point in their life, especially when they're dreaming, have had a dream that had water in it. This may have been a sea, this may have been a swimming pool, this may have been simply seeing a tap, or simply a glass of water. But what does it really mean? What could it mean? When we have a dream that involves water. Now, different traditions say different things about water. The Aztecs say one thing, the shamans say another thing. However, the main thing is we can take inspiration from all of these different traditions and what they say about water as a dream symbol. However, it's important for us to meditate and create our own set of dream symbols and their meanings, so that we can interpret our dreams. Although the symbol of water has an archetypal meaning that applies in some sense to everyone, to every tradition, to every culture, it's important for us to develop our own interpretation of the symbol. So first, let's talk about water as an archetype, as a dream symbol. So first of all, water is a symbol of emotions. It's linked to the emotions. Because in general, if you look at every emotion that we have, whether that's sadness, whether that's anger, whether that's fear, when taken to its extreme, if sadness is taken to its extreme, what happens? We start to cry. If fear is taken to its extreme, if we feel really fearful about something, to an extreme level, we start to cry. If we're really angry, we start to cry. If we're really happy, we get tears of joy. That leads to a waterworks. And these emotions flow like waves. Flow like waves. So the behavior of water is very similar to emotions. And in certain systems, energy, especially in the Taoist system, the Chinese system, energy is described as water. It flows like water. So depending on what sort of dream we have, most likely water is related to emotions. And every tradition talks about this in some way. For example, when we have a dream, water can take many forms. Right? First of all, it could be stagnant water, water that's not moving, water that's not flowing. But it also could be water that is flowing, that is cleansing in nature. For example, what the Aztecs say in terms of the Aztec dream symbolism, if it's water that's stagnant, it talks about emotions that are blocked, that are not flowing, something that has been released in some way, perhaps an emotional trauma, perhaps something that occurred in the past that is still yet to be released. For example, let's say you have a dream where you're in a pool, you're submerged in a pool. A way you can interpret that is that you're in this stagnant emotional block that is yet to be released, and it's all the way up to your neck, and you can feel it, but you're still in the water. If water is flowing, that's a completely different symbol. For example, let's say you're in rain, according to the Aztecs, and Aztec dream symbolism. If it's rain, it's purifying in nature. What does rain do? It cleans you, it cleanses you. And depending on where the rain is taking place in the dream, maybe you're in the rain itself, in a specific memory, perhaps a memory of something that happened ages ago that you haven't quite released yet. If you dream of rain, it's likely a symbol that that particular aspect is now being purified. Right? Maybe you have a dream where there's rain taking place and you're with a certain individual that you've had an argument with in the past, or a little bit of a quarrel. The rain could symbolize a purification of that relationship in that way. So it depends on what the water is doing. If it's a tap and it's not flowing, what does that symbolize? It's a block. If a tap is flowing, it could be a release. Just a tap that is flooding itself with water. It could be the sea. And that's an interesting symbol because it depends on how the waves are actually behaving. Because if you look at the waves in general, the way it flows, the way it behaves, the way it sometimes crashes, and the way it sometimes subsides is an indication of what the symbol of water and how it's linked to the emotions in that way. Because our emotions too can sometimes rise up and then crash just like a wave. And then once that crash takes place, there could be just that moment of silence. When something has been released, we have that moment of silence. So this is why emotions are very similar to water, and it's an archetypal symbol when it comes to dreams and dreaming of water. So in the same way, if you're lucid dreaming, and if you want to purify a certain aspect of yourself, you can become lucid and then bring about that particular aspect. Let's say it's a certain fear. Let's say it's a fear of spiders, just as a simple example. You can imagine your fear of spiders in front of you as a dream. Because you're lucid, you know you're in control and you know you're safe. And then you can will for it to rain, thereby symbolically creating a dream that can purify and lessen your fear of spiders, for example. This could work with many other things. Maybe a relationship which you want to purify. You can bring about that person, purify with rain. Maybe it's a specific aspect of yourself. You can bring about that aspect in a lucid dream and then bring about rain. So in this way, water can be used as a powerful tool when dreaming to purify and cleanse aspects of yourself. And if there is stagnant water, let's say you're dreaming and you see a tap that's not flowing, if you become lucid, you can open that particular tap, allowing the water to flow. So in this way, simply by being with water, simply by interacting with water, simply by meditating upon what water means to you, you can come to a fuller understanding of the meaning of the symbol of water. And the stronger our relationship to water becomes, the more our understanding of its symbolism becomes. So with that, so in terms of dream symbolism, there's a lot that it can tell you. But I can't tell you a direct answer as to what it means, because it's always personal to you, depending on what else is going on in that dream. So all of these symbols, elemental symbols, that's water, air, fire, earth, all have powerful meaning and archetypal meaning, but it also has personal meaning. So this is where meditation upon the symbols and connection to the specific symbols and elements become very important. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're new to this channel, please remember to click that subscribe button and the bell icon. Please like this video, please share this video, and if you wish to support the growth of this channel, please consider becoming a patron on Patreon and gain access to exclusive content. So thank you, take care, and I shall see you very soon. Peace.